All right, everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. Fluff. I got some piece of fluff on my shirt. But yeah, it's finally time for the reaction to the next chapter of Gokurakugai. I've been kept meaning to get around to this for a while, but things just kept coming up one after the other. So just never found the time to do it, but we're finally going to get around to it before I get spoiled or something else happens on it. Or else unless I can't take the tension anymore. So we're going to get around to that and Akane, the recent chapter of Akane tonight as well. I think I mentioned a couple of last videos I was planning to get back to read-throughs this weekend, but unfortunately mental health stuff has been hitting me really hard this last little while, so I think I'm going to go on a mini hiatus and hold off on read-throughs until at least the start of June. Just because I still haven't caught up with stuff I wanted to catch up on for the videos yet anyway. I feel like I need a little bit more time just to take a break from everything and recuperate before I dive back into this full swing. So apologies for that, but I think it's better for me in the long run if we do it that way. But without further ado, let us dive into it with Gokurakugai, Chapter 8. And you see Tao's out in the streets. She's gotten rid of another Maga. And she's thinking back to, I assume, Tatsuomi telling her something. With a boy, I tell you, it's a good thing that she's been giving us a steady stream of info this whole time. What a good girl, a real doll. And Tao goes, this case is way too different from anything we've ever seen. A Maga blending in that well is going to be near impossible to pick out in a crowd. And he goes, I'm 99% sure that she's a Maga, but seeing how she doesn't finish off her prey, there's still that 1% chance that she's human. Guess there are some some oddball cases of Maga out there. Oh. And you see the drawing of poor Kanata in the paper. And you see where we left off with last time was, Chapter 8, Encounter and Rampage. This chapter's going to break my heart, isn't it? By Yuto Sano, with translation by David Evelyn, lettering by Kyla Aiko. And you see Alma as he's come up on Kanata hiding in the subway area and going, hello, Miss Gokurakugai Troubleshooter Agency here. What seems to be the trouble? And her just tears dripping out her face. She's like, stay away! He's like, why? It's like, it's me. And she's like, I'm the cannibal behind all those cases. On the day that I was supposed to die, I turned into this thing called a Maga instead. It's just like that man said, I'm a monster. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm not someone you should be around, Alma, by any means. I'm sorry for not telling you. Oh, God, this chapter is just determined to punch me in the gut. And you see him just reaching down, like embracing her. And she's like, let me go! Didn't you hear me? Don't you understand? I'll end up eating everyone. He's like, then tell me why. Why haven't you eaten me? Why did you call me? Why aren't you trying to run away? Why are you crying? She's like, I don't know anymore. I have no idea. What should I do? And he's silent and he goes, there's something I never told you either. Half of me is the same as you. What is he giving her? Oh, he's giving her back the little keychain that he found. He goes, human, Maga, I have the blood of both running through my veins. I may be half Maga, but in order to hold on to my humanity, I decided to use my Maga blood to save people. When I told you yesterday that I take down bad guys, that's what I meant. And she's like, then wouldn't I be one of the bad guys that you're supposed to take down, Alma? And he's like, till now, Maga were just Maga, and I've never hesitated to kill one. Maga never hesitate to kill and eat humans after all. But you're different. Money Grubber told me. He said the Maga this time around picked out bad humans to eat. And you haven't killed a single soul since I've met you. I don't know any Maga with that kind of restraint. I'm sure you've got something different from the other Maga. All you have to do is use that power to save people from now on. What do you want to do, Kanata? And she's like, I want to make amends. I want to make amends and become like you, Alma. She's just like rubbing her hands together. She just like clasps it together. He's like, let's go to Saragi. That's where my teammates are. And she's like, okay. It's like, Yoki will definitely be able to help you out. and I'm sure Miss Tao will be on board too. He's like, okay. He's like, so come on, let's get going. He's like, okay. Oh, God damn it. You see on the next page, he just like grabs him in a hug and just chomped right into his neck. And she pulls back, horrified, like, why? He's like, Kanata, calm down. He's like, why? He's like, Kanata. He's like, there she is. He looks over the side and he sees, I see one of the stupid, God damn it. She's one of the stupid assholes from before they tried to assault her. Yeah, this fucking asshole she bit on the head. He's like, so this is where she was. That's the girl I was looking for. And you see him flanked by two of his flunkies. And he's pulling a little switchblade. He's like, she did this to my head. I'm not going to be satisfied till I get some payback. And Alma's like, who are you guys? Listen up, you better get out of here. And like, you said they'll pay us if we fork her over to the cops, yeah? Let's split it, even Steven. It's like, moron, the split is 100% to me. And you see Kanata going, And Alma's like, hey, stop, stay back. He's like, Kanata, don't. You won't be able to go back. He's like, why is the monster making out with the dude? You make me so friggin'... And you see in the next page, her head's completely transformed into a maga. It's just like the head leaps over and chomps onto the guy's head and bites it off as he finishes it with a sick. And you see Alma's just watching horrified. And you see all of his flunkies screaming as Alma's like tackling her, trying to hold her back. It's like, Kanata, stop, please, stop. It's like, Kanata, you don't want to do this, right? It's like, Kanata. It's like, damn it. And you see him trying to pull out the sword as she takes a bite out of another one of the guys. Yeah, without Tao's permission, you can't pull out the stake of karmic restraint. He's like, damn it. It's like, Kanata, turn back to normal. Oh, God damn it. And you see the next one, the head just grabs onto his arm and chomps it. He's like, turn back. And you see just like grinding away as he keeps just screaming, turn back. Oh, and you see he just rips the arm off of him. He's like, ugh, as something shoots her in the back and she falls over. And he's like, Kana? He's like, I was expecting a different outcome than this. I suppose it's foolish to expect the living to act perfectly according to their desires. It's been a while, hasn't it, Alma? What the hell was this bro's name? So give me a second to look this up quickly. This was leader bro from last chapter, Yomi. That was it. And you see Yomi walking out of one of the Maga gates. And Alma's like, what? Who the hell are you? He's like, truthfully, I didn't intend to meet you today, but I'm rather impatient myself. He's like, answer me, who the hell are you? He's like, you should know who I am. And he just like reaches out a hand. He's like, wait, it's like, do you remember now? Fuck, bro, come on. And you see him just drawing out the stake out of Alma's chest. He's like, the stake? But how? And you see as he's trying to grab his hand, he's like, I can't touch him. He's like, stop. As he's pulling the stake out. Oh, goddamn. And you see Alma just screaming and starting to transform. It's like these black whips coming out of him as Yomi just finishes pulling out the stake. Oh, man. Such a goddamn cliffhanger to end this on. I mean, I was so desperately hoping this wasn't going to end in a tragedy, and I feel like there's still like the slimmest hope that there will eventually be. It won't be a complete tragedy, like it's a slim hope. But man, like every single part of this beginning, like the slow ramp up to the slow ramp up where you think everything's finally gonna go well, and you get the reversal where she's finally like cannot stand the cravings or the urges anymore, and she gives in and ends up biting Alma, which seems to kind of like trigger her final transformation into a Maga. It's just such a gut punch, like panel after panel after panel. Oh my god, again, like the series does its characterization so well. And I think the thing I appreciate most about this chapter is how it kind of puts Alma's empathy on like full display, where he's, befriended Kanata, he's trying to do what's best for her, trying to help her out. And you see, like, even though she's trying to push him away and he's trying to, like, get him to leave, he's not taking no for an answer. He's like, no, you know what? I'm going to do everything in my power to help you because he's just such a good kid. It's just, oh my God, man. It's just gut-wrenching. And, yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. Like, there's not a lot to say apart from that. I'm curious about... So there's two things I'm curious about after this chapter. One is if Kanata's transformation is going to be reversible. Because the fact that we've seen, like, the others in her group who are, like, you know, all humanoid looking, including Yomi, and the fact that they seem to have, like, these diverse powers, makes me think that there is going to be a way for her, like, quote unquote, either transform back or there's be a way, like, for her to hide her appearance. But I do wonder if Alma, like, once he gets out of the situation, like, if Tao comes to the rescue, I wonder if he's going to try to find a way to, like, cure Maga or find a way to see if there's a way to turn them back. I think that kind of ties into, like, the second thing I'm wondering about. Because, you know, Alma's like, oh, you know, I'm half Maga, I have half this, half that. He's got the stake, which kind of, like, suppresses his powers. And we don't really know, like, why Yomi is so interested in him. Or why he's coveting him so much. But I wonder if that's because Alma's the first kind of perfect hybrid, so to speak, of Maga and human. And I wonder if that's Yomi's end goal, to kind of create the perfect kind of Maga human hybrid army of soldiers, or I guess life form. So I wonder if that's why he's super interested in Alma, because we don't know, like, the thing behind, like, Alma's creation. He was, like, born that way, if he was transformed or turned. It's been a while since I've read the first few chapters. I don't think this was brought up in any of them, but I'm going to go revisit it to check. But I'm curious if these two are going to tie in together, if Alma's going to find out, like, there's a way to, like, use his physiology to be able to transform the Magas back. But, yeah, just... absolutely brutal, hell of a cliffhanger. Cannot wait to see where it goes from here. Again, art, characterization, everything has just been knocked out of the park with the series. So yeah, I really cannot wait. The monthly wait really is going to end me for this series. With that all said, I hope you all enjoyed seeing my heart get broken with this chapter. Like I mentioned, I'll also get out the recent chapter of Akane tonight as well. As always, if you like my content, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help me out a lot. And until next time, this is Ash. I'll talk to you all later.